Hi, it's Granny Tesla, and I just put my best friend behind the steering wheel of a full self-driving car. Wait till you see what her reaction was like. I went to my girlfriend's house, knocked on the door, and said, "Come on, I'm going to give you a ride," or better yet, the car is going to give you a ride with full self-driving. She was a little apprehensive, but I convinced her to do it, and we started off in her neighborhood and then went to a very busy street. But you'll be able to see how it all went. I think it went pretty well. She was untrusting, as anybody would be in the very beginning, but like everything else, you have to build the trust. Now, I made a couple of mistakes. Me, Granny Tessa, made some mistakes. I know you don't have to press the stalk twice, but it's funny how you do things without thinking about it, and I gave her the wrong advice. So here is my girlfriend Linda driving full self-driving. Shift to drive. Push, yeah. Give it a little gas. And now push this down twice. Okay, now it's self-driving.
Are we too far to the right?
Don't worry, it's going to drive itself.
I would never drive this close to these mailboxes. Okay, maybe I drive.
Now, I hold it like this.
Oh my gosh! Wow, we're going kind of fast too.
It's doing the speed limit. It's doing 3 miles an hour over the speed limit.
Okay, I must drive in the center of this. Oh, look! We're really hugging the turn. All right, I'm not even touching the wheel.
I know.
This is wild. Oh my gosh. It accelerates quick.
Yeah, that's the one thing I'm not used to. When it starts, it accelerates quick. But it put the directional signal on for itself.
It knows where we're going.
And it stops at stop signs.
Comes to a complete, it goes down to 0.
Whoa! Oh my gosh! Wow, this is wild. First of all, I'm obviously driving wrong because this car is driving right. Like, I probably never made a
I've never made a stop sign. I've never made a full stop sign.
And I never realized how much I drove in the center of the road. Like, this is actually doing it the right way. It's really hugging the curves. All right, so the rule is I need to keep my hands on the wheel?
Yeah, see it says that, see it's turned blue, you just want to go like this a little.
Okay.
Because you always have to keep your hand on the wheel.
Okay, I'll do it like my father would do it. You know,
yeah.
He drove a hook and ladder, so this is how he held the wheel. Well, is it stopping?
Yeah, it better.
Okay, there we go. Okay. Oh, this is exciting.
Isn't this crazy?
All right, it's going to make this turn. Okay. I've never had this experience.
I should have videotaped you doing this for the first time.
This is great.
I really should have. I didn't think about that.
I'm doing it.
But you should. I should have gotten it from the beginning when
I
she
did.
got. Oh, you did? Oh.
Yeah.
Okay. Surprise.
Surprise.
See, we're not even paying attention.
No.
The car's doing all the work. Look at it.
Now, if someone walks out in front of it, it'll stop.
All right, look how close we're getting to the stop sign. Wow.
It's doing this a lot more aggressively than it had been.
Yes.
This is very fast.
It's pulling up to it quickly
But
now.
it's still staying within the speed limit.
Yeah.
And I'll tell you what, there's always somebody there, a security officer, to see if people will run that stop sign.
Oh, see?
So it's a good thing that we stopped.
Okay.
All right, now here comes a golf cart. I normally would stop and give him the right of way.
You don't have
you
to
don't
because
have
he's
to.
on the other side of the street. If he was in front of you, it would probably just follow him.
Only because that UPS truck was there. Okay, it's doing a much more gradual stop now.
Yeah. That's the way it was doing it for
And
me.
the directional's on.
And now it's taking its time before it goes. This is how it was working for me. It wasn't doing it quickly like that before.
Okay, that was really quick.
Yeah. I never saw it do
Isn't
that.
this crazy?
This is exciting. I can't believe this is happening in our lifetimes.
I know, it's pretty wild.
Well, you know, being in the automotive industry,
Right.
we go to these autonomous conferences. Oh, look, it's slowing down for the speed bump. This is great. You know, we go to these conferences all the time about the future of autonomous driving. And to actually be sitting here doing this with, by the way, this is not...
Okay, now you're going to have to shut it off. Put your foot on the brake.
Well, let's see what it'll do first.
It won't go through the gate?
No.
Well, it's going to stop.
We know?
It's going to stop. Oh,
I'm sorry, I got nervous.
It was, no, it's all right, because it was off. That's okay. Yeah.
Okay, now what do you want me to do?
Go forward and then push that down twice.
Now?
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. All right, it's driving us again.
Now this is going to be interesting because I'm going to show you what the whole screen looks like.
All right, now we're going on a busy road.
We're going on a busy road. Look at all the cars here.
Yeah, this is Okeechobee. It's like an 8-lane highway. Look at this. Okay. I'm not doing anything. It knows that we can make it. Okay. Whoa! That is not how I pull out of my development.
Hands on the steering wheel, just move them a little bit because it's blue, so it knows that you're paying attention.
Wow, it took us right to the speed limit. I accelerate gradually, naturally.
Yeah, that's the one thing when it.
Is it going to stop?
I hope.
Yeah, it will.
I don't have my foot on the brake.
I know. Isn't that crazy?
It's such a bizarre feeling.
It is the first time you do this.
Wow.
I know I had my foot hovering over the brake pedal the whole time the first time I did
first
it.
time.
Because I wasn't sure it was going to stop. But
it knew
it does.
To stop. Wow.
It knows better than we know.
All right, now this is a very busy place. Are we going in here?
I don't know.
Oh, let's see.
Well, that's what you programmed
Oh,
it for
God.
here, right?
Does it know what entrance to go in? It does. It did that beautiful. That is not an easy turn.
Okay, now it won't stop for parking or anything, so now...
It'll just pull up in front of the building and then it'll
and
stop.
that's it.
Then you have to manually park it.
Okay, I'm impressed. Hey everybody, we drove here without
Driving.
Well, I'm with my hands.
Isn't that wild?
This is unbelievable.
Okay.
Now we've arrived.
We arrived at the restaurant. That was our destination. That's what we programmed in the car. And now we're going to go home. And it's interesting that it took her to a route she wasn't even familiar with.
Whoa, you can tell it's in automatic mode now. Because look how it's driving. Better than me. All right, the speed limit's 40.
It's doing 10 over.
We're doing 44, I think.
Yeah, it's programmed to do 10% over the speed limit.
If you want to go slower, you can just lower this here.
Okay. By the way, even though I live here, I have never gone home this way. I didn't even know I could go this way. I didn't know this was a cut through between. All right, what about this car? Does it know this car is here?
Yep.
Yes.
See?
Sorry, I got scared.
I know you did. It's all right. It's all right. Now, the driver was concerned that that car was going to cut her off. So she took control, and by doing that, she just moved the steering wheel to take it out of full self-driving, which is fine. But when you take it out of full self-driving using the steering wheel is a little stiff. So you tend to overcompensate, which explains why the car went over to the left, and then she controlled the car by bringing it back into the lane. Okay.
I'm sorry, I got scared.
No, don't be
I apologize.
No, you don't have to apologize. It takes a while to build up the confidence.
Okay.
I get it.
Okay, I just got scared.
I know.
Okay.
But it'll do it.
Okay. I just
get
thought,
it.
does it see the car? Does it see
Yep,
Yeah,
it
see?
does.
This is what it's seeing.
All right. Okay, here we go. I'm not touching anything. I'm going to let it stop on its own. Is it going to stop on its own?
Yes.
I'm not doing it. I'm letting it do it. It worked. Okay.
Now
it knows.
is a stop, and then it sneaks up a little to see if it can see,
Okay.
like you would, right?
Yeah, this is amazing.
But its eyes are outside the car, so it has more of a wide range of view than you do.
Okay, it sure does. Wow. I can't believe how fast it accelerates.
Now, this is the part where she's talking to the gentleman at the guardhouse.
She's got her own YouTube channel. Anyway, so because I'm in the car business and she's my best friend, her and her husband are like, oh, we've got to let Linda take a ride in the self-driving car. So when I drive out of here right now,
Yeah. How was it?
it's wild.
Yeah, right.
Oh yeah, it knows when cars are coming. Like when it accelerated onto Okeechobee Boulevard, it went from 0 to 50 like that.
I'd be so tempted to grab the wheel. Like,
Oh well, it happened a couple times.
yeah.
This was my first time.
Nice. All right.
Yeah. Remember how, when we were growing up, we had to go to a payphone to make a phone call or a dial on the wall, the kitchen
Yeah.
phone, and we couldn't imagine having a cell phone.
Right,
Nonetheless, a computer at our tips of our hands.
right.
This future generation, this is what they're going to know.
This is what they're going to expect. It's interesting how we do expect our phone to do more than phone calls. And I would imagine in the very near future, when full self-driving becomes across the board for all of the different car manufacturers, that we're going to expect the car to be a smart car. Nobody's going to want a cell phone that just makes phone calls, and nobody's going to want a car that just drives. You want a car that drives itself. And when I think of all the people who can't drive and how this can help them, it gives me a lot of hope for the future. So that's my little editorial for this video. Anyway, this is Granny Tesla. I hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did, please give me a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification bell. And the next time I post a video, you'll be notified. For Granny Tesla, bye for now.